The moment March arrives, something shifts in the soil, and in every farmer who has ever waited through the silence of winter. The air softens, the ground begins to breathe again, and beneath your feet, life prepares to rise. This is not just the start of a planting season. It's the rebirth of an entire ecosystem that you, as a grower, have the privilege to guide. In this video, you're stepping into the real rhythm of organic farming, where every seed planted is a decision, every method matters, and every harvest begins with what you do right now. Whether you're working a small backyard plot or managing a larger garden, the techniques you apply in early spring will define your success for the rest of the year. Before we go any further, take a second to support the journey. Like the video, share it with someone who values real farming knowledge. Drop a comment about what you're planting this season, and subscribe to Modern Farming Techniques so you never miss practical, field-tested insights like this. Now, let's get straight into the work that truly matters. March is where preparation meets opportunity, and success begins with understanding your soil. After months of cold, soil structure is often compacted and low in microbial activity. The first step is to gently loosen the top layer without disturbing deeper soil life. Organic farmers avoid aggressive tilling because it destroys beneficial organisms that help plants thrive. Instead, use a fork or light hoeing to aerate the soil, then enrich it with compost. This is where nutrients come alive again. Well-decomposed compost restores fertility, improves moisture retention, and creates the perfect environment for seeds to germinate. Once the soil is ready, sowing begins with cool season crops that thrive in early spring conditions. Lettuce is one of the most reliable starters, and how you sow it determines the quality of your harvest. Spread seeds evenly in shallow rows and cover lightly with fine soil. Consistent moisture is critical at this stage, but overwatering can suffocate seeds. The goal is balance, damp, not soaked. Within days, you'll begin to see the first signs of life breaking through. Beets follow a similar rhythm, but require slightly deeper planting. Their seeds are actually clusters, meaning, multiple plants may sprout from a single spot. Thinning becomes essential later to give each root space to develop fully. This is one of those small but powerful techniques that separates average yields from excellent ones. Timing and spacing are not just details, they are the foundation of productivity. Green onions offer another layer of efficiency in early spring gardening. Their seeds, small and dark like grains of black sesame, are easy to handle but demand precision. Sow them in narrow lines and keep the soil consistently moist. They germinate quickly and can be harvested in stages, making them ideal for continuous production. This is how you build a garden that feeds you steadily instead of all at once. Cabbage introduces the concept of controlled beginnings through seedling trays. Instead of planting directly into the ground, starting cabbage in trays allows you to monitor growth, protect young plants from unpredictable weather, and select only the strongest seedlings for transplanting. Fill trays with a light, nutrient-rich mix, plant seeds shallowly, and keep them in a sheltered environment. Strong seedlings lead to strong harvests, and this step gives you full control over that outcome. Temperature management becomes, absolutely critical in regions where March still carries the remnants of winter. In colder areas, simple solutions like a wood stove inside a greenhouse or shed can really make the difference between success and failure. Maintaining a stable environment, it protects young plants from sudden drops in temperature, which can stunt growth or, in some cases, kill seedlings entirely. Organic farming often relies on these low-tech practical solutions that work with nature instead of against it. Warm-season crops like peppers and eggplants, they require a different approach altogether. Their seeds have tougher outer shells and honestly benefit from soaking in water overnight before planting. This softens the seed coat and, accelerates germination. After soaking, plant them in small pots with well-drained soil and keep them in a warm area. These crops are not ready for outdoor conditions yet, but starting them early ensures they are strong enough when the time comes to transplant. Watering techniques in early spring, they really demand attention to detail. Young plants are quite sensitive and, inconsistent watering can lead to weak root systems. Instead of heavy, infrequent watering, it's best to aim for light and regular moisture that encourages roots to grow deeper into the soil. This, in turn, builds resilience, especially as temperatures start to rise later in the season. What ties all of this together is, honestly, consistency. Organic gardening isn't about quick results. It's about steady, deliberate actions that over time really do compound. Each seed you plant in March carries the potential of months of growth, and, the care you give now directly influences what you harvest later. The process is simple, but it does require discipline. Checking moisture, observing growth, adjusting techniques, and, of course, staying connected to the land. By the time spring fully settles in, your garden won't be just a bare patch of soil anymore. It will become a system in motion, with each crop developing at its own pace and each row telling a story of preparation done right. This is, honestly, how experienced farmers think. Not in days, but in seasons, always working ahead of what's visible. If you found this guide valuable, do make sure you subscribe to Modern Farming Techniques, share this with fellow growers, and stay connected for the next stage of the journey as we move deeper into the growing season.